Figure I'd get this live in right quick with all the sports news going on. I'm gonna give it a couple of minutes here to get myself set up here. First of all, repping FC Cincinnati, MLS squad in the house. Make sure everything's set up here. Just finished eating some Doritos just as a quick snack, small bag of Doritos. Trying to stay healthy these days. All right. Tune into some NBA here. Looks like the Hawks about to beat the Celtics about Javante Murray, which is hilarious. Hate the damn Celtics anyway, so that's funny to me that they're chipping their way out of this. Letting Trae Young go off for 35 points like that. All right, let's just get the show on the road. What's up, guys? Doing this live tonight here. Pretty much, I kind of teased it earlier today when I did a short video about gonna have more thoughts about Aaron Rodgers being traded to the New York Jets from the Green Bay Packers. It's been most about it over the last few months. Never thought to see the day that Aaron Rodgers will finish his career outside of Green Bay, but yet here we are. And also this crazy ass NBA playoffs. You got the Bucks in trouble, and you have a big upset that's brewing right now as we speak in the Boston Garden, the new Boston Garden. TD Warehouse, or whatever the hell they call that place now. But anyway, let's just start with Aaron Rodgers, man. Big news. That was really big news in the NFL this week. Just leave it to the NFL to usurp anything the NBA has going on when it comes to news, especially when the NBA is in the midst of this playoffs. But anyway, in case you missed it, Aaron Rodgers traded from the New York Jets. Traded from the Packers to the New York Jets. Excuse me. And they got the 5. First of all, the Jets get Aaron Rodgers, of course. They got the 15th pick of the draft. Essentially swapped the first round picks with the Packers, and they also got the 170th pick, and I think that's the 5th round pick that they got from the Packers. And in return, the Packers get the number 13th pick, again swapping with the Jets, the number 42 pick, which is a 2nd round pick, and the 207th overall pick, which I think it's maybe a 6th rounder. I'm not too sure. And they also get a 2024 2nd round pick. That's an additional pick, which means that it only becomes a 1st round pick if Aaron Rodgers plays more than 65% of the plays, which, let's face it, unless he gets hurt, he's going to do that. So that's essentially going to be a 1st round pick for the Packers. It may be a low 1st round pick if things go according to plan for the Jets, which I'll explain later. But anyway, yeah, it's going to all be official tomorrow afternoon during the news conference that the Jets called. GM Douglas, I forget his first name, saw it earlier. Joe Douglas. Yeah, Joe Douglas is going to make it official tomorrow afternoon. And so Aaron Rodgers will trade in one shade of green for another shade of green. So basically, man, the question now is, where does it lead the Packers? Where does it lead the Jets? First of all, let's start with the Jets. Let's be honest with the Jets. This is the Super Bowl bust move. I'm pretty sure that goes without saying, right? Because if you do not trade, even though they didn't trade as much capital as one would suspect of a future first ballot Hall of Famer, and I'll explain more in a little bit why they didn't trade as much as one would suspect. But to give up as much as they gave up, you gotta go, and they have to at least make the Super Bowl. And mind you, it won't be an easy proposition because look at the division the Jets are in. They're in the AFC East with Josh Allen in Buffalo, right? Hopefully rejuvenated Tua Tagovailoa in Miami with a championship defense that Miami's sporting out there. And last but not least, Coach Belichick and those sorry-ass Patriots. I mean, poor Mac Jones. I never thought I'd see the day where I could honestly say, you could count on the Patriots, right? That's the Tom Brady effect leaving town. But nevertheless, the Jets would still face a tall order and unseating the Buffalo Bills in the AFC East alone. And that's, but imagine how fun those games will be, right? Aaron Rodgers versus Josh Allen twice a year. That's going to be freaking awesome. And even if the Jets were to get past Josh Allen and somehow win the AFC East, they still have to contend with Cincinnati, with this quarterback in my backyard named Joe Burrow. They have to contend with, hopefully, well, can't say hopefully because I'm a Steelers fan, a rejuvenated Deshaun Watson in Cleveland. They have to deal with some dude in Kansas City by the name of Patrick Mahomes. They got to deal with another dude with the Chargers as well. Like a quarterback of the Chargers, his name escapes me for some reason, but that's how much the Jets and Aaron Rodgers would have to overcome to even get to the Super Bowl. Could it be done? Sure, it could be done. But it's going to be a tall, tall task. And you know what else is going to be interesting? Aaron Rodgers can't be the same smug, condescending bastard that he was in Green Bay. What I mean by that is the Green Bay media, the Green Bay/Milwaukee media, they have some sticklers, but there's nothing, and I mean nothing, going to be like, there's not going to be anything compared to the New York media, which is ruthless, cutthroat, and it spares no feelings. I mean, we all know the Jets are the little brothers to the Giants. As a matter of fact, they're way down the total pole in New York City sports, right? Pretty much, it's the Giants. I would argue it's the Giants, Knicks, and Yankees in that order. The top three teams in the New York City area, right? Then maybe, I think, followed by the Mets. You can stick the Mets behind them. Well, actually, no. Put the Rangers above the Mets list. The Rangers, Mets, Islanders, the Brooklyn Nets. I still call them New Jersey every now and again. And then the Jets. Notice that the Mets, Nets, and Jets all rhyme and they're all secondary teams. But nevertheless, they being Jets fans, are starved and looking for success. They've been chasing success since Joe Namath in Super Bowl III. In 1969. And they flirted with success with Buddy Ryan, well, not Buddy Ryan, but anyway, it'll come back to me. But the point is, during that time in the early 2000s, they flirted with success, only to be driven back to oblivion. And with Zach Wilson at quarterback, you have to wonder what the hell is going to happen with him. And for some reason, I don't think they even give a damn because Zach Wilson is that terrible. I mean, I told folks before that draft that Zach Wilson was drafted 2 rounds earlier. Two rounds too early. He should have been the 3rd round at best. If you watch him at BYU for how many years he played, like 3-4 years, could you really honestly say that he was a 1st round talent? Just be real. Could you really say that he was a 1st round talent? If you really paid attention, you'd say hell to the no. Period in discussion. But he's not important. We're talking about Aaron Rodgers right now. So, Aaron Rodgers, to come back to him dealing with the media, he can't issue any simple relax like he did in Green Bay. Or say he's going to go somewhere and drink some scotch and go somewhere and wank off in the darkness retreat or whatever. He can't get away with that in New York. So it's going to be interesting how he handles that. I think he'll welcome the challenge. I think if he knows this too, if he even leads the Jets to the Super Bowl, that's going to add even more to his legacy and his lore. He knows this. So I expect him to obviously play well. I expect him to play nice in this new environment because this Jets, like I said earlier, they have a championship caliber defense. They have a rookie of the year on defense. They have a rookie of the year on offense. They're ready to rock and roll. All they just need is a quarterback who's worth a damn. And they got a superstar in Aaron Rodgers. Maybe a little bit past his prime but it's still better than a lot of quarterbacks in the league right now at age 39. So we'll see about that. Yeah. So in the end, as far as going back to the picks, what killed the Packers was that Aaron Rodgers openly said that he wanted to play for the Jets, thus killing any type of leverage that the Packers had. Because really, if Aaron Rodgers kept his mouth shut behind and kept everything behind the scenes, you think they could have gotten more than a swapping first round picks and a conditional second round pick for next year? Shoot, they would have gotten like the Jets first round of this year without swapping, and the next 2 years. For Aaron Rodgers, yes, he's 39 years old, but still he's Aaron freaking Rodgers. So, yeah, so the Jets lucked out with that because all they had to say is, well, look, we know your quarterback doesn't want to be there and he wants to be with us. Now, you can keep him, but it's going to be very unhappy. He's going to make a lot of noise, and I don't think y'all want that. So, which is why I think the Jets actually did well, considering the fact that they acquired a future Hall of Famer from a storied franchise. So we'll see about that. But as far as the Packers go, this is all about Jordan Love, right? This is put up a shut up time as far as seeing that this Jordan Love experience is going to work. They traded up to the first round to get this kid. And they've been talking about this kid for a long time, for the past couple of seasons. You got Aaron Jones even like blowing about him, going on and on about this kid. So we're about to find out. The saying goes, we're gonna see. We're gonna see if Jordan Love's gonna work out in Green Bay. I hope so. I hope wish the young man well. But as long as they build around this young man, give him more receivers, first and foremost, strengthen the offensive line, and take care of that first. Then worry about the defense. Maybe use free agency to supplement what they need on defense. So it's going to be very interesting to see what's going to happen like this year, this fall, and all eyes going to be in Green Bay, Wisconsin, and more so in New York, at Jets training camp. That's going to be must-see TV. Those two places alone. Hell, they could do HBO could do a hard knocks on both those camps if it was really smart. And I'm going back and forth. Hell, maybe set up an inter-squad scrimmage. That could work too. So we'll see about that. So more NFL, more fun. More NFL means more good in the world. All right. So we'll move on to the NBA. What happened last night with the Bucks? Man, if you're a Bucks fan, you have to be worried right now. You have to be very, 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 very worried. I mean, y'all finished with the top overall record in the league. And yet you're getting your asses handed to you by the Miami Heat, led by the immortal playoff Jimmy Butler, who wrapped up with 56 points. 56 points last night, man. And it was an efficient 56 points because he shot 19 to 28 from the field. That's over 50%. I mean, I can't do the math in front of me right now, but it's damn near 60%. 15 for 18 for the foul line, 3 of 8 from 3. Had 9 rebounds. Man. And the fact that he used a lot of points to rally his Heat from a 14-point deficit in the fourth quarter with Giannis on the floor. Mind you, Giannis was gassed near the end, but still, I mean, Brook Lopez went off for 36 points. Giannis had a triple-double, 26 points, 13 assists, 10 rebounds. But they still lost to Jimmy, a one-man band in the Heat last night. I mean, sure, he got some contributions from Bam Adebayo, had 15 points. Cody Martin had 12 points, who played pretty well. But if you're the Bucks, you can't let that game get away like that. Especially if you're the top seed. You're supposed to act like the top seed. Now, mind you, Miami's not your average 8th seed. Hell, they're really good 7th seed, but they somehow lost to the Atlanta Hawks at home, who's doing interesting things right now as you speak in Boston, but still, the same Heat team that lost at home to the Hawks ended up falling to the 8th seed when they beat the Raptors. Is one game away from sending the top overall seed home. That is nothing short of amazing. And a lot of Bucks fans are panicking. They're panicking. They are cold red right now. Do I think the series is over? Not necessarily, but it's getting pretty damn close. If I was their head coach, Milwaukee's head coach, yes, you're a great defensive squad. You got three of the better defenders in this league on your squad. Can't you think about doubling Jimmy Butler right about now? Hell, he should have started doubling last game. He was a one-man band. Now, the law of averages would think that, or have you believe that Jimmy Butler can't keep this up for subsequent games. You know, he can't go crazy, taking 28 shots and going crazy, going bonkers. I don't score over 50 points again. But double Butler. Please, somebody on the Milwaukee's coaching staff, please tell Coach Bodenheiser to just freaking double Jimmy Butler. Let Duncan Robertson know, Kevin Love, or the Bam Adebayo, Gabe Vincent, for crying out loud. Let those cats beat them. Let those cats win. Don't let Jimmy Butler go off again. Don't let him go off for another 56 points. Because if they do continue to single cover Jimmy Butler, they should fire Budenholzer's ass on the spot. I don't care if he won him a title a few years ago. That's a fireable offense. Top seed in all of the NBA. Best overall record. Going to be this close to losing to the Heat in the HC. Down 3-1 in the series. Because they refused to double Jimmy Butler. It's crazy to me. Absolutely freaking crazy. But again, we'll see. I think Milwaukee will win game 6. But they got to double Jimmy Butler if they want to send this to a game 7. So we'll see about that. As far as the other games, man, I expected the other series to end tonight, but for some reason, someone in the chat said, for some reason, the Suns decided to show up tonight and lose to the DeJounte Murray-less Atlanta Hawks on the damn near last shot by Trae Young, who scored 38 points and had 13 assists. All right, here's another thing. You know the team that you're far better than, at least on paper, is down a star player. He's suspended for the game. Yet you let Trae Young, the main offensive weapon that team has, Atlanta has, you let him go for 38. No, he didn't shoot the ball well, but 38 points is 38 points. Okay? You let John Collins get 22 points. Bogdanovich scored 18. Right? And yet, y'all didn't show me. Jaylen Brown showed up 35 points. Jason Tatum had only 19. And I say only 19 because he's a superstar level player who only won it from 11 from 3. And speaking of 3, Atlanta shot damn near 60% from 3, 50% from 3-point land. They went 19 to 41, 46%. While the Celtics was barely over 30%, were 12 to 39. So they couldn't shoot the ball well. They, it wasn't like they got hounded like on turnovers or whatnot and rebounding and assists. They just couldn't shoot the ball well from 3. But man, gotta give it up to Atlanta. They didn't quit. They didn't fold like a cheap ass lawn chair. They came. Actually, they outscored the Celtics 37-25 in the fourth quarter. So the Celtics blew this game. They went from 10 up, getting headed to the fourth quarter to losing by 2. So it's some crazy ass playoffs. Meanwhile, speaking of crazy ass playoffs, the Minnesota Timberwolves are trying to hang in there. They're tied with the Nuggets. They're not going to go away. And the Suns really should put away the Clippers tonight. The Clippers are going to be without Kawhi Leonard once again. Paul George not suiting up anytime soon. They being Phoenix, the Phoenix Suns, they should conceivably, led by Kevin Durant and Devin Booker, they should put away the Clippers tonight. But I'll tell you what though, if I'm Philly, going back to the East, going back to Boston, if I'm Philly, I'm happy as hell because the winner of Atlanta and Boston gets Philly. And that gives Philly enough time to rest. Like, especially the likes of Joel Embiid. But anyway, y'all, the NBA playoffs are great. They're fantastic. And, so Atlanta's still living to see another day. Who knows how much Boston's getting cussed out in the locker room by the head coach. And maybe Marcus Smart as well. Marcus Smart. And Minnesota's not looking to go away. And we'll see what happens. Hopefully my next will close the series tomorrow night in Cleveland. I doubt it because it's in Cleveland, and Cleveland probably coming out blazing to set it to 3-2. Actually, originally before the series, I had the Cavaliers beat my Knicks in 6. Could be the Knicks win in 6. Who knows? And also, if Milwaukee's continues to go brain dead and single cover Jimmy Butler and lose game 5, and if we beat Cleveland, we end up getting Miami in the second round. Shades of the 1990s. Hey, avoid the Bucks. Hey. So anyway, y'all, that's about it, man. I'm running on fumes now. About to continue this Mighty Morphin Power Rangers series movie I'm watching on Netflix. Going back to my childhood in the 90s. Actually, I was about to start college in the 90s. But anyway, I'm old. So anyway, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in to this live. Please continue to like, comment, share, subscribe, because either way, you'll be glad you did, and I'll be glad you did. Take care, guys. Peace out.